Warning: swallowing your microphone whole is a health and safety hazard. So welcome to You Don't Know JANK, live and in color, with all the features of modern television, which was invented in the 60s. But hey, so the rules of this quiz are very simple, and to my chagrin, I actually have to count points now live and not in post, because we're doing this live. So, I don't have a score counter because this is a slideshow, so I didn't know if he was gonna answer all the questions correctly or not, so I will do. Rules are really simple. You get points for correct answers. If you answer wrong or don't give me an answer, you lose points. I have mentioned this in the Discord, but for every 1,000 points that Nova has at the end of this quiz, I will give him 1 sub. And well, if he manages to not only not get any points, but stay in the negative at the end of it, well, let's just say there might be consequences.
No, not this guy again. Not this psycho blader again.
Yes, we might be going to the Badlands.
Oh boy. Okay, I gotta lock in. I can't be taking a break right now. We only just started the stream.
Yes. So, it would, of course, be very difficult with a dead streamer, so let's see if we can get the first question done. And don't worry, this is probably the easiest question of them all, because it's about everyone's favorite card, Dark Magician. So, which of these is not the attack points of Dark Magician? 40, 2000, 2100, or 2400?
I already hate you. You know this, right? Okay.
I have all the cards in front of me. I know how many attack points he has.
Yeah, okay. So, for chat, I'm feeling like what Moto is doing is that he's pulling up every iteration of Dark Magician that shows up in alternate media, right? I'm almost certain that the 40 is like a dungeon dice monster amount. So, that's clearly an attack power that Dark Magician has. The other 3, those are going to be a little rough. I'm going to go with my gut here, and I'm going to say that Dark Magician has never had 2,000 attack points.
Okay, so you correctly assessed that 40 is an attack point that would be typical for Dungeon Dice monsters, and luckily for you, that Dark Magician actually has that attack point value in Dungeon Dice monsters.
Okay.
So the other I took from Yu-Gi-Oh! Bam, the ever faithful Facebook game I can pull so many questions from. And the other one is a very curious one, because when the Paradox Brothers were encountered in the manga, there was a cut-out labyrinth game inside the manga, which had very interesting new stat lines for cards, which is where the 2400 stat line comes from. Fortunately for you, and Bam, Dark Magician has 2000 attack.
No! Oh. God, I was thinking that would be like some kind of like they gave him an attack boost and they wouldn't do like 100, so it would be 2000, but I was wrong. I was just wrong.
I enjoy, by the way, that the Bam effect is backfire 1000, you lose life points, because that's exactly what just happened.
Oh, no! Oh, God. Alright. Okay, I'm already buying a ticket to the Badlands. We gotta get out of here.
Okay, let's see if we can hold with this one. This one's more your specialty, because this is gonna be Magister's Law. What is the name of Zoroa's friend in the OCG Stories manga? Is it soup, spoon, salt, or salsa?
You know, I wish I could go on a big rant about this one, but I actually do know this. I did read this manga.
I mean, it is your stream. You can go on any rant you want.
Any at all. And this is the rant that I'm going to go on. They really made that new Corrosive fusion just for super polymerization, right? Like, they just wanted to make all the anti-U-Bell people out there mad, right?
Of course.
Anyway, if I remember correctly, Zoroa's friend who helped him out of magical slavery, if I remember the storyline correctly, is Spoon.
Bat and Doobie be Spoon. There he is. So we're back to nil.
They just named the guy Spoon.
They just named him Spoon, yeah. Let's move on to the next one. And as you may have read from the title, this is a Yu-Gi-Oh!-ish quiz. And I've prepared some Digimon questions because I just felt like it. So let's identify a card. What is the Digimon type of Meicoomon? This little fella. Is it? No data. Unknown. Unanalyzable. Or unidentified. And to clarify this for chat, all of these are types in the game.
Yeah, these would be like Beast or Machine in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes, and this Digimon has some very funny ones. Did you know that Gabumon's a reptile?
What?
Yep.
What? I mean, I guess the thing that he wears, like the fur, that is a code. It's not real, so I guess that makes sense. But I don't like being reminded of that. Okay, so Meicoomon was one that I saw a lot of replays of. It's a very, very wild deck, and I had to look into the backstory of it, and I don't know why they made such a cute Digimon end up having a pretty sad backstory. That being said, if I remember correctly, it is one of those like weird Digimon that's outside the normal typing, and I think that is filed under unidentified.
So let's look at the card.
Yeah.
It says here, unknown.
Darn. Shoot.
As usual, my quiz is very intuitive, and it only asks the real quiz questions.
Yeah.
So we're back to minus 1,000. But we might still catch up. Don't worry about it. We have still a lot of points to get.
Yeah. There's still plenty of time.
There is, of course, my favorite section of this quiz is always when I get to talk about the video games. And this one is Duelist of the Roses time.
Ooh.
If you want to duel someone with the 5 pieces of Exodia, look no further than Deckmaster I, Deckmaster K, Deckmaster S, or Deckmaster T.
Ah, crud. It's the Kit Squad.
Yep.
Okay, well, thank God we have stumbled onto one of the few things that I don't know about Duelist of the Roses, because otherwise this would be too easy.
Yes.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here. Is it Deckmaster K?
Deckmaster K plays your deck against you. The correct answer is Deckmaster T. And because Konami did not give any of these guys any pictures whatsoever, I don't have any. Sorry, blame Konami.
Cool. Thanks, dev team.
Thanks, dev team. Okay, we're at minus 2,000 points, but now we're to the first bonus round. So for those of you who have never watched my show, the bonus round is always gonna be an either or question. And this time I have a great theme for this stream, and this is gonna be a lot of points because we're going through 7 monsters. And you tell me, is it a fiend or not a fiend?
Ah, I love this section. Okay, let's do this. I got this.
Okay. Let's go with the first one. We have Morph King's Digigil.
Morph King's Digigil, I believe this one is a fiend.
He's a fiend, correctly. Gira Gale, the Cubic King.
Oh, right. The cubics are like a whole bunch of different ones. I think this is not a fiend.
Gira Gale is a fairy, correct.
Very fairy coded.
Orion, the Battle King.
Oh, Orion, I think they are not a fiend. They're a spellcaster, right? No, they're a fairy.
It's a fairy, which is both not a fiend, so that's correct. We're back to plus 1,000 points with those 3. Let's see how far we can get. Magical King Moonstar.
Magic Moonstar, this is another Jack Atlas monster, so I believe this is a fiend.
Yep, he sure is. Let's see the next one. Fog King.
Fog King, that one is not a fiend.
Correct. He's a spellcaster. King Fog is a fiend.
yeah, the other. So speaking of which, King Fog.
We're up to... Nah, I
Dang.
wouldn't give it away that easily. So next, Diabolus, King of the Abyss.
Oh, wait, I forget this one. I think, even though this is part of that big fiend thing, I think they made this one a dragon, so it's not a fiend.
It's a dragon, correct. And the last one, Wandering King Wildwind.
We're back on the Jack Atlas cards. This guy's got to be a fiend.
Correct. 7 out of 7. Good one, good one. We're back to 5,000 points.
And this is why you do the explained video, folks. This is why you watch the content.
Yep. The Jack Atlas manga cards, of course, all have king in the name, so I took my fun and just pull a bunch of other kings on there and see how many of these are actually fiends.
And as it turns out, there was a pretty big saturation.
Yeah. So now with plus 5,000 points, we're going into the second half of the quiz, and this is where the points are doubled. There's 2,000 points for correct answer and minus 2,000 points for wrong answer.
Yee.
So let's go back to the beginnings. And I'm not talking about Yugi Kaiba dueling about Exodia. No, we're going back further. In the Bandai version of a card game, which character does Kaiba lose to according to his rules text? Yugi, Joey, Tristan, or Taya?
His rules text?
Yes, so the Bandai version of this card game actually features all the anime characters as character cards.
Oh, okay. So, it doesn't necessarily say that Kaiba loses to X character. There's just like something about it that means that he would lose to them?
No, there's specific rules text on the card that names one of these 4 characters.
That's amazing.
I have the card translation up on the next slide.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay, so not knowing at all what this could possibly be, what would be the funniest answer to be true? Yugi is too easy, right? Maybe they would do that to stay in line with the manga. What if he lost to Taya, like a power of friendship type thing? I'm gonna go with Taya. That's the funniest answer.
So, the context for this is one of these characters does not know the rules of magic and wizards, so he does not ever win a game, which is Tristan. But Kaiba always loses to character cards, so his card says he is always defeated when he battles a character card, including Tristan.
Never mind. That's the funniest answer. That's incredible.
You heard it here, folks. First, folks, if Tristan battled Kaiba, he would win.
Okay, that was worth 2,000 points. I'm glad I spent that on that.
All right. Now, let's go back to Digimon. And my friend, so I know someone who's very well versed in this game, and he made this suggestion to me, and it is so funny, and I get to do it with visual material in this quiz, so I can actually do this question.
Okay.
What does he digivolve into? This is Gabumon, of course. Does he digivolve into Garurumon, 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 or Garurumon?
This is
but yes, he only evolves into one of these.
Okay, so to clarify here, when I say Garurumon, I have to pick which one of these 4 Garurumon.
Yes.
Darn it. Okay, so this is a color thing. It has to be a color thing. And Garurumon is usually blue, but I've also seen purple ones. But I have not, for the life of me, ever seen a Christmas Gabumon card at all. I think I have to go with art that I'm not familiar with out of all of these, which I think is the first Garurumon.
Okay, so let's explain it. So, in Digimon, of course, evolutions are not specifically by name, though they can be. They are often by color.
Mm-hmm.
This Gabumon up there is purple, and there's only one purple Garurumon here. It's this one.
Okay, completely out. No, darn it. Ah, man. Okay, my theory was correct. My practice was
Yes.
out of. That's a cute Gabumon, though. What does it do?
Well, you can read the card, of course. It's kind of good, actually, for some decks. I think it's... Oh, again, this is like a fairly quickly evolving game in the past few months because the set releases have been accelerated in the English, so they catch up to the Japanese.
All right.
So, but yeah, it has a okay effect for the start of main phase, so that's like gaining free memory is always good, and the inherit is actually pretty good. Draw one, trash one, that's pretty all right. Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's go on
Let's
the
go
next
back
one.
to let's go back to Yu-Gi-Oh! And this one is also about a fairly law-touched archetype, but I'm after something else. Which of these Orchest cards is not named after a musical term? Orchestrated Einsatz, Orchestrated Return, Orchestrated Attack, and Orchestrated Release.
Of course I know this as the lore master, but I'm gonna give this a second to cook for the sake of the content.
Of course. We need to make it dramatic.
Oh yes. Much like the dramatic drop of the World Wand onto the world, causing the release of the stalling. I'm going to say, let's go with the odd card out here. I'm going to say Orchestrated Einsatz is not a musical term.
So Einsatz is German, and it means something like the point where something starts. So it is basically the timing at which something in the music song starts. So to actually solve this, you would have to look at the OCG names, and the one that stands out here is Return, because this card is named Orphegal Prime, which is named after Belphegor's Prime, which is this funny number I put on the screen there. Ooh. It's a 1, a bunch of zeros, the 666 in the middle, the bunch of zeros, and a 1 again.
Okay.
It's a palindrome number that has 666 in the middle and also happens to be a prime. The Orchest cards have both music and devil, Satan themed namings in the OCG.
Ooh.
And now we're coming to the penultimate question, and I had to bring it back for Digimon because I suspect you know this one, but you need to get back from minus 1,000 points. So like if this is a gimme for you, of course you would, of course I give it to you gladly because this needs to be known by everyone who ever heard of Digimon.
Mm-hmm.
Which of these is a real Digimon attack?
Oh no.
Woke Mind Virus, Cancel Culture, Social Justice Warrior, or Reverse Racism?
Moto, this is why you're my favorite quiz person on the internet. You know this, right? God, I wish I knew.
It's the best thing in the world to see people encounter this crap for the first time.
Oh my god, this is awesome. You know, I just wish that they had printed this as an attack option. I might know this. Okay, so Woke Mind Virus, you know, it's Digimon viruses, so that's a strong contender. Cancel Culture, that seems like at the edge of plausibility. Social Justice Warrior, there's literally a monster called Justimon, so maybe that's one of their attacks. Um, I if it's reverse racism, I'm gonna lose it. There's no way that's it. Um, I I'm gonna put it all on the line here. Is it cancel culture?
So, Digimon Tamers had a very interesting live-acted play in 2021 by its original creator. And well, he wanted us to warn us of the dangers of political correctness, which
Wait.
is a hostile virus program which is featured in that play, and it attacks with cancel culture.
Oh, now I remember this! I remember the story now! Oh my god! I'm so sad I got that right!
Hey, that is one gift sub for you at the end of the stream. Wow.
Incredible. Hey, you know what? I think it was well earned. After all
So,
this.
before we enter the finale, I have to ask you, do you think we have enough donations now to get the bonus goal?
I think we've, people, I forgot to mention it, so I will say yes, because people were so generous at the beginning of the stream. We've had, like, 50 gift subs so far. I was gonna say, like, 40. So we've way past that one. So, Moto said that if we hit a certain goal, there would be a singing finale. And I think y'all have been good enough to me to allow for this. So let's go ahead and go for it.
Alright. This one is this one I call, which card game is it? I will name you 3 cards, and you have to tell me which card game are they from. Now, not every card game has a theme song, but for those of us that do have some associated song I can sing, I will.
Okay.
So when I reveal what card game it is, and that card game happens to have a song I can sing, I will do so, which is all but one of them, actually. No, 2 of them. Okay.
Okay.
So let's start with the first one. Which card game features Bubbling Beebles, Your Cool Hopes, and Kitchen Finks?
These are Magic the Gathering cards. So, Magic the Gathering?
That they are.
Yeah, Yokel Hops! Let's go!
Alright, we're up to 3,000 points. I did find Magic fan songs, but I'm not aware of Magic having an official theme song, and honestly, I didn't have time to practice this when I figured out, like, an hour before the stream that actually there is commissioned songs for some expansions. But, well, for the next song, we might get to sing, because we feature these cards. You can't actually fly. We have to stop fighting. And looking back on the good times.
Those are great lyrics. Could this possibly be Cardfight Vanguard?
This is the Digimon card game. So.
Oh, is that the Liberators one? Or
No,
is it a
this
one?
is an older set. This is BT3. So I could sing the English song, but it sucks. Like, it is just 2 lines. So I'm just gonna. So I was trying to learn Butterfly in Japanese, but thankfully I can sing it in German. Should I?
Oh, please show it off.
Du wirst noch viel erleben. Du musst diesen Test bestehen. Es kommt der Tag, an dem du dein Ziel erreichst. Ein Digimon wird dich begleiten, der beste Freund in allen Zeiten. Ihr seid ein Team, werdet alle Abenteuer bestehen. Oh, 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 oh. Wir bleiben Freunde, was auch immer passiert. Oh, 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 oh. Doch wir wissen nicht, was morgen sein wird. Leb deinen Traum, denn er wird wahr. Geh deinen Weg, stelle dich der Gefahr. Alles, was wichtig ist, wirst du erkennen, wenn die Zeit gekommen ist. Ja, greif nach den Sternen, du bist bereit. Glaub an dich, bald ist es soweit. Wir werden bei dir sein. Sei bereit. Okay, that was actually Braveheart, but you know.
You know what? You got to show off. You got to show us your pipes. I appreciate it.
Great, and now let's try some more extremely cool named cards. So which card game features Acid Reflux, the Flesh Boiler, Kamikaze, Chainsaw Warrior, and Shaman Broccoli?
What the heck? Okay. Is this Duel Masters?
Get in the battle zone. Fire, Duel Masters. Water, Duel Masters. Light, Duel Masters. Darkness. Who's the kid with spiky hair? Dobu, flaming hands up in the air. Dobu, creatures battle in the zone. Shobu, we will take the trophy home. Duel Masters. Duel Masters. The battle zone.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! This is awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not looking forward to the next one because this is gonna be a mouthful. So, I know what do Yu-Gi-Oh players like? Really, really long card names. So I figured, why not go with a game that appeals to the Yu-Gi-Oh player? Which game features 99th Generation Dimensional Robot Commander Great Die Earth, Conquering Supreme Dragon Draconic Vanquisher Voltage, and Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon Draconic Blade Master Titan?
Okay. That nonsense sounds like Card Fight Vanguard cards.
Indeed. We're back to 5,000 points, and okay, I know the English. Vanguard, well, it's not a lie. This legend will be starting now. To the future, just lead us all the way. Go! We can't hold back this feeling just any longer. Come tear off everything you've got. Get crazy way. There's no stopping, there's no running. I can hear his voice calling from me somewhere. Across the bridge ahead on battle now. Here we go. Hurry up. Nobody's gonna ever interfere. 3, 2, 1, let's go! Vanguard, an image comes rising from deep within our souls, yeah. Awaken it right now. With a miracle, Vanguard, now we all become that burning, red-hot, blazing flame. To the future, we'll keep on racing through. Final time. I love these songs.
So much. Look, a good shonen card game opener will fire up even the coldest heart.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. So, while we go to the complete polar opposite of Vanguard. So, just to remind myself, this is weird. 5,000 points. So, this is for another 2,000. So, this one's really easy to remember. Which card game features Korf? Yep. And Zix?
Oh, this sucks because we have gone through all of the card games that I know off the top of my head. You haven't started naming a bunch of anime characters that I know off of like the peripheral vision,
Wait,
so it's not.
You only know
Schwartz.
5 card games?
I mean, look, if there's another one that Korf, Yip, and Zizix are a part of that I know as a part of my as a part of my history, I can't wait to find that out.
I don't know if you know this one, but I'm sure there's at least one person in your chat who knows this.
Okay, I've hidden chat. I'm not looking at it. I'm trying to think. So, the thing that I'm tempted to say is scanners. That old thing where like you would scan the barcodes, but like they came with cards. That's not a card game. That's more like a digital pet thing. It's
Also,
not.
that doesn't have a cool song, and I can't sing a song to this.
That's true. Oh, you know what? Actually, there is one more, and it might have weird enough names that it could work. And it was a TV show. Are we talking about Chaotix?
I was almost hyped if you actually got it this one.
Darn it. Okay.
Your two worlds are colliding. You feel the tension rising. No time for hesitation. Gonna fight for the imagination. Gotta hit 'em hard with the animite. Gonna battle on cause you just might be the final dreamer. Come on, it's a generation. We're fighting for the imagination. Count us in for some competition. Gotta battle with the opposition. One day there'll be salvation. Calling out from the imagination, yeah.
I've never heard of this before.
It's from the 2000 year, like that late 90s, early 2000s. It was a whole thing, and it's basically in old school. It's basically like an old school isekai where they summon the monsters by imagining them.
Not imagining, imagining.
Yeah, and you see they have all these amazing names.
That's...
There are monsters with more than one syllable in their name. I didn't choose them because I love all the fantasy names for weird critters they made.
Yeah, and how can you pass up the opportunity to show off Zix?
Yes, yes.
Zix.
There's also a bubble Zix, which is a cloud as a bubble. Also fun.
That's awesome. Oh my god.
Okay. This one doesn't have a song that I know about, but maybe you heard of this game. You could have touched with it. So which card game features Destiny Draw, Friendly Alien Let's Trade, and Cardine Collector?
What the? Okay, so this is some kind of like parody set. I'm hiding chat again. They're talking. I'm hiding chat. Go away. I'm not listening to any of you.
A lot more on your chat probably know this game.
The first and third joke I get. The second one I'm...
Let's Trade.
Oh, Let's Trade. There we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what are some parody sets? It's not... I doubt we would do Magic the Gathering Unglued, and even if so, I'm pretty sure those don't exist in that.
This is like one specific game that is like this. This is not like a parody set of something. I wasn't going in that. Like, this is what the game is like.
Yeah, they made the game to be like this. MetaZoo exists, but MetaZoo was trying to be some NFT grift that had like some of its own nonsense going on. So I don't think it's MetaZoo. And none of these are Alestrals. Ain't seen anything like that. What is... It's not a parody set, but clearly they're trying to be funny with stuff with these. This is like... I'm gonna go out on a super limb here and say this is some kind of stupid is it Mad TV, or would I go with Garbage Pail Kids? It's some stupid... Let's say it's some kind of Mad TV card game set. I don't know.
So this is unfortunately wrong, knocking you back to 1,000 points. So this is a card game about playing card games. It is called Millennium Blades.
Oh yeah, I know nothing about this. What's going on here?
So Millennium Blades is, as I mentioned, a card game about playing card game. You play someone who plays card games, and this has a very weird meta level. So because this is like a deck building game.
Okay.
And you play the game in the game, but you don't actually necessarily win by being the best card player, because this game's weird about scoring, and it has actual booster sets as separate cards which also contain cards.
That's awesome.
And the reason I thought you might have heard of it is because you played Perfect Draw, and Perfect Draw has a guest character from this card game.
Wait, what? Who?
Um, it's I'm trying to think his name again. He's in the guest section in the book. Why is it his name escaping me right now?
Oh, I'm gonna look that
Um,
up later. That's awesome.
and he even specifically has specifically name drops that he's playing Millennium Blades, and his whole gimmick is about having a stack of cards he can pull different effects from.
That's amazing.
All right, now we're going to the last one, and this is probably my favorite song I'm gonna sing today, and I don't know if you know this game, but maybe. So which card game has Cat Cubed, Tiny Dog, and Boneless?
Cat, tiny dog ball. Huh?
So this is gonna be a thing like with Yu-Gi-Oh, where the show is called Yu-Gi-Oh and the game is called Duel Monsters. If you can name either of them, and I'm giving you even more. This is from a computer game.
A computer game. Okay, that was. I'm gonna be honest. I was going down the route of it being Card Wars from Adventure Time.
Also, I love we're at 1,000 points, so this is gonna decide if you get with plus 3,000 or minus 1,000.
Oh, you're right. This is the deciding fact. Oh
So,
no.
so because if I was gonna plus, I was gonna gift you subs. So I'm gonna say if you go minus, you have to ban that many people, which is one person.
Oh, I have to. Okay. Oh god, I have to seal away a member of my loving chat if I fail. I can't fail them like this. Okay, so it's a computer game. Cat Cube Tiny Dog
Mm.
Boneless. Now do we mean just like any video game, or is it specifically like for computers?
Um, this is a card game that exists in the computer game only.
Okay.
It is not a real card game in the physical world, and I will also explain this to you. You could not really do this as a real card game because of the way the computer game works, which I will happily explain when I reveal it.
I can't wait. Okay, so fictional card games. It's not. There's no way this is Gwent. People in fantasy don't know what a cube even is. Cubes are abstract concepts to these people. So it's not
Not
that.
only that, Gwent is also too serious to write anything like that.
Absolutely, they would never do that. Um, it's not Pazak, which of course comes from the very famous Knights of the Old Republic and no other Star Wars media, because those cards don't have
Yes.
names. Um, it's not Triple Triad and Limit Break both have rules that could work in real life, so I don't think it's either of the Final Fantasy card games. Even though I could see a card like Boneless being part of that.
So,
Um,
to clarify something, the basic cards themselves would probably work in real life, but the main thing is the game does something that would not really translate well to how you play card games.
oh, true, true. Okay, so it's not the. I'm pretty sure it's not the one from Dot Hack GU, Crimson something, Crimson Battler or something, because those names don't sound familiar at all. Um, shoot. Ah. I. Oh, Moto, why do you do this to me? Why do this to me?
I wonder how if your chat is yelling the game at you or if they are also confused.
I don't know. I don't know. I ain't looking at him.
Me neither.
I have integrity. I'm so ah God. Okay, so it, the cards could exist, but there's something about it that would require a digital machine to make it work. What I hate here is that boneless really sounds familiar to something.
Excuse me if I laughed just now, but someone DM'd me. It's like Millennium Blades has expansions.
No way. Let's go ahead. I gotta commit eventually. We don't have unlimited time here. I'm just gonna go with I hate throwing in the towel like this, but I literally can't think of anything else it could possibly be. Maybe it's triple triad. Like there's some kind of like coin toss or something that happens in there that tells you if it like takes other cards. But that's all I can think of. What's our answer here?
So let me start with a song. First day of school, Jazz. Gotta play it cool, use your moves. Cause this is a game you can't afford to lose. Whole world's in danger.
No, what is
Only
this?
you can save it now. Cause there's mega mutants all over school. You've got to deal that killer hand to stop their evil plan. Show them right from wrong and who they're messing with. You know that the world needs a hero to save it from the end. And if they think they can mess with the school, baby, they haven't met you and your friends. Cardpocalypse, mega mutant dudes, turning cats and dogs into mega mutant dudes. Cardpocalypse, school has gone insane. The only way to win is to play the game of games. This is such a cool game. So the way this game works is like you have these super basic cards, and you can make them your leaders, and you can mutate them. Like for example, basically like in the Dragon Ball card game, if you know that. If you go under half health, you get to upgrade your leader.
Okay.
And what this game also does is this is like 90s school kids playing card games. So what they do is they glue stickers on the cards to affect what they do, or they cut cards out and stitch them together to make new cards, or they just discuss with each other and say like, oh yeah, let's like change the rules and play like this. This game also, you can just draw your own cards and make up shit. That's why it wouldn't really work as a physical card game, because it's basically like playground rules.
Yeah, I would have never gotten this in a million years. I've never heard of this before. So the game it's from is called Cardpocalypse?
The game is called Cardpocalypse, and the game is called Mega Mutant Power Pets.
Oh, okay, so it is still just like the whole game. But that's just okay.
Yeah,
okay,
Cardpocalypse is about this game, and you're playing as Jess, who is a fan of the TV show turned card game Mega Mutant Power Pets.
It's
awesome. Basically the RPG that emulates Playground Yu-Gi-Oh! The best.
All right, well, you know what? If I had to go to the Badlands for anything, I guess it had to be Mega Mutant Power Pets. Incredible.
We're going off with a -1,000 points, which is a common occurrence in my show if you've ever watched it.
Yeah, speaking of which, since we're finished, if people showed up after the introduction, could you give another brief reprise of who you are and what you do?
All right. I'm Moto. I'm making a show called You Don't Know JANK, which is what you just watched if you've been in the stream, and if not, hello. It's a funny quiz show with points and unfair, stupid, and funny questions about mostly Yu-Gi-Oh! Oftentimes just related to Yu-Gi-Oh! Or just stuff I can find which I can stitch to a card and just pretend it's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Question. Very fun. Each finale is more embarrassing than the last one, and I'm still not running out of ideas or out of cringe to make these, so check out my channel and Moto Kujoma. I already did record an episode with Nova in the past. You can watch that episode. You can watch other co-hosts who's been in the Nova channel, or basically all of them you probably collab with, considering you basically film with everyone who asks.
Hey, I'm desperate for attention. I'll film with anyone. Yeah, go follow. Literally every week one of these drops. It's like a first click. I have to watch these. Moto is a savant at figuring out just the right level of nonsense to make these questions. It's genuinely a treat every week. So definitely treat yourself by watching it. Okay, well, Moto, thank you 1,000,000%. This was super fun again. And I've gone ahead and I've banned 2 people, so this is great.
Awesome.
Now they can live in the realm of shadows and not me. I've sacrificed others for my own well-being. Truly, I'm walking the path of an D-list internet celebrity.
You sent them to the Badland.
Goodbye. Enjoy the Psycho Blades.
Oh my god, is that former Japanese champion Weevil Underwood?
Insector Haga, please, okay? I'm not using my stage name right now.